Okay, so this is not a video I usually make, or one I haven't made in like a year or so, but I feel like I need to make it because we got some stuff to talk about. So Ghost of Yotei has only been out for a week, and the internet already hates it. I mean, it's been hating it for the last year since it got revealed. You got people calling it woke trash, boycotts being announced on Twitter, and wild takes about how Sucker Punch ruined the legacy of Ghost of Tsushima. But here's the thing, when you actually look at the facts and the game itself, most of this backlash falls apart pretty quickly. So today, I'm going to be breaking down why the hate against Ghost of Yotei is overblown, what people are getting wrong, and why this game actually deserves your attention and not your outrage. Because most of the games are getting outraged by losers like this, and this, and this, and this. These guys are literally just keyboard warriors on Twitter who have nothing else to do apart from hate on the game for no reason other than the fact they think it's woke. Simple as. So what's everyone mad about? That's the question. 3 things, basically. 1, pretty obvious one, the game's new protagonist is a woman. A samurai named Atsu. Because apparently, people just don't like the fact that women are protagonists in games anymore. Apparently it's always a problem. I don't get why, I think it's stupid. 2, one of the voice actors, or the voice actor for Atsu, Erika Ishii, I may have butchered her name, I do apologise, has spoken openly about social issues and politics. So, stuff that she said in the past, people are still bringing up to this day because cancel culture is a bitch, and you know, people just don't let things go because some people are snowflakes on the internet and are fucking idiots. And 3, a Sucker Punch developer was fired after making a controversial social media post after an incident that involved Charlie Kirk. I'm not going to go into details because you already know what happened. But yeah, people are holding on to what happened with that employee and are basically forcing it against Sucker Punch, trying to cancel Sucker Punch. When they did the right thing, they fired him instantly, but people are still trying to say, oh, you employed him, doesn't matter, you still employed him. But shut the fuck up, man. Yeah, from there, the internet did what it always does. It took a few unrelated headlines, mashed them into a single outrage cycle, and suddenly Ghost of Yotei became the next battleground for the culture war in gaming, you could call it. The situation isn't nearly as sinister as people are making it sound. The biggest talking point you've probably seen is that the game is forcing diversity by making the lead female. Let's be real though, this take doesn't hold up. Historically, Japan actually had female warriors called Onamusha. Again, I might have butchered it, I do apologise. These women fought in real battles, led troops, and defended castles. Tomoe Gozen, Hangaku Gozen, again, I'm sorry if I butchered the names. I'm not really good at pronouncing names, if you didn't know that. So the idea that a female samurai in Yotei is somehow unrealistic or agenda-driven just doesn't make sense. If anything, it's one of the few times a big studio has accurately reflected a part of history that often gets ignored. If you look at Ubisoft and why Assassin's Creed Shadows got a lot of hate and backlash, is because it wasn't historically accurate, but Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed games have known not to be historically accurate, so people just got mad for no reason. And honestly, representation isn't a bad thing. Nobody said a female lead makes the game automatically good, but it doesn't mean it makes it bad either. What matters is how she's written. And from what we've seen, Atsu, she's a complex warrior trying to balance vengeance and duty, just like Jin Sakai in Ghost of Tsushima. To me, that's good storytelling. A senior artist was fired after making a dark political joke online that got people saying Sucker Punch bent their knee to cancel culture. But look, companies have to manage public image. Whether we like it or not, a dev making violent political jokes tied to real people does cross a line. It's not censorship, it's professionalism. Sucker Punch's job is to make games, not manage political fires. Removing someone who jeopardizes that isn't weakness, it's them protecting their team and the project. But you all tried to cancel them for doing the right thing. People are acting like this was some massive moral crusade, when really, it was just a studio trying to avoid being dragged into unnecessary controversy. Because it's already been basically dragged into that since the reveal of Ghost of Yotei. Then there's the whole Erika Ishii is Antifa drama, all that bollocks. Yeah, sure, she's outspoken, yeah, she's political, but she's also a professional voice actor, and a good one. You can't not take that away from her. What she believes personally has zero impact on whether she can perform a role. Remember, we're not playing as Erika, we're playing as Atsu. They're two completely different people, but you nerds don't understand that. If we start judging actors by their tweets instead of their talents, we're basically saying art doesn't matter, only child politics do. Why are you literally trying to judge her by herself and not by her acting ability and how she's going to portray Atsu? You think the game's just going to be bad because she's playing it? She's playing the character? Jesus Christ, man. Gaming doesn't need to go down that road. Like, you don't have to agree with an actor to appreciate their work. Like, it's not rocket science, but you small-brained idiots don't think that way. Okay, anyway, enough about the drama, enough about all this stuff. Let's talk about the actual game. It's been out for a week. I've been playing it a fair amount. I'm really enjoying it. People have praised Ghost of Yotei for being even more open than Tsushima. More stealth options, dynamic weather that affects combat, and a new exploration system that rewards curiosity instead of checklist grinding and stuff, all that. The combat is sharper, the visuals are insane, in my opinion. The story dives into the colder and harsher frontier of the mainland. So while people are busy arguing over identity politics on Twitter, the devs have quietly, in my opinion, built one of the most ambitious samurai games ever made. Look into that what you will. But the irony is most of the people yelling about it online probably haven't even played it yet. Or the people who say they have played it are spewing bullshit. It's like people are trying to spoil the ending of this game. That's what I've seen on Twitter. Like, people are trying to spoil the ending. So, because they are pissed that people are actually enjoying this game, so they want to ruin the experience. Like, how pathetic do you have to be to spoil a game for people on purpose as well? And you know what the funny thing is? That spoiler didn't even prove to be true. That's not even the spoiler. It's literally false. They made up a narrative to try and get back at the fact that their boycott failed. But let's be honest here. Outrage sells. Easy clicks if you ask me. Every time a new game features a woman, or a minority character, or someone who doesn't fit the old mold, certain corners of the internet freaks out, like they always do, because they're toxic twats. And yet, some criticism is fair. It's fair. I'll admit it's fair. Games should be judged on writing, gameplay, pacing, and all that stuff. But labeling something as woke trash before it even releases isn't criticism. It's just noise. Simple as. You all labeled this game as woke before it even came out. You didn't even give it a chance to see any gameplay trailer, anything before that. As soon as that reveal trailer came out last year, it was instantly labeled as woke. But the truth is, Ghost of Yotei didn't go woke. It evolved. It's telling a new story in a new time period with a new perspective, and is exactly what sequels are supposed to do. Most of you are just mad that it's not Jin Sakai. In my opinion, Jin Sakai's story ended the perfect way it did in Tsushima, where you've got to choose whether to kill his uncle or to not kill him and say you have no honor. Like, I don't know how you would improve on that. I don't know how you'd make a continuation of that, because if they tried to make a continuation of that with Jin's story and it sucked, make it look really underwhelming, and Sucker Punch would probably get a lot of stick for it. So I think they made a brave choice in making a new character and a new perspective and a new setting, and I think it's working out for them. Like, at the end of the day, Ghost of Yotei isn't about politics. It's about legacy, vengeance, and survival, just like Ghost of Tsushima was. So before you write it off because of internet noise, do me a favour, just play it, see what the devs built, judge the story, the combat, the art, not the hashtags. Don't judge it from what people are saying. Don't listen to their perspective, play it and give your perspective. Because if we keep letting outrage dictate what games are allowed to exist, we're going to lose some incredible stories along the way. Like I saw on Twitter the other day that an AC game was cancelled because of fear of outrage or something, and I saw what it could have been, and it looked fucking sick. And we had that taken away from us because of how people would react. Anyway, that's enough for me today. I've said my piece. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, leave a like. Share it with someone arguing online if you want to. I don't care. If it just makes you mad, so be it. I'm just proving my point. And let me know in the comments what you think. Is Ghost of Yotei really a problem? Or is it just the internet doing what the internet always does? I'll see you in the next one.